Hey y'all, back at it again. New episode. Y'all know I always come on here when something comes to mind and I've been going through it. Why not share it with the world? Who knows if it's really someone else out there that's going through the same thing? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. And like I always say, if y'all want to hear about something, if you want me to talk about something in particular, you guys already have all of my information. But tonight, I want to talk about, as of lately, I've been speaking about breakthroughs and all of these changes and everything. But do people really talk about what happens when you experience your breakthrough and you sit here and you find you all over again, like the real you, as I was speaking about in the last episode? My personal take on it, as always, is it is one of the best things you can ever go through in life. Sometimes it does take for something to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're destroyed, you have no other choice but to sit here and pray about it and get back up and start all over again. I think the biggest issue with people when it comes down to the starting over, because you can sit here and be like, I put in all this hard work, all of this time and effort in this, and you're telling me to sit here and start all over again? Yes. Yes, start over. Because even when you sit here and you get what you prayed for, what you worked hard for, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're slipping back into your old ways. That's why God had to take that away. That's just plain and simple. It had to be taken away because maybe you forgot to humble yourself. Maybe you just looked at it like, I made it, I got it all. Can't nobody take this from me. Can't nobody tell me nothing. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot because I used to come like that, and it really wasn't to sit here and make it seem like all of y'all out there, y'all do what y'all do. I got this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. My can't nobody tell me nothing means that I know what I'm doing and I worked really hard at this and this is mine. That's where the can't nobody tell me nothing, not in a mean way, but through my process, I've actually realized when you talk to other people, my biggest issue is like my tone. I never knew that I had a bad tone until, personal time, personal talk, Gina's talk. I went through something that seriously like destroyed me. Like I felt like I couldn't make it. I was sitting here thinking about, you know what? Georgia saved me the first time. Let me just let Jersey be where Jersey is, and I'm gonna just go back to Georgia. And then I sat here, and when I tell y'all, I was crying. I mean, like, I was crying. I was crying at work. I was crying when I woke up. Like, it was just hard. Like, it was horrible. So I had to really sit down and take a break and pray about it. And it was just like, Lord, I don't know what's going on. I do not understand why I feel like I have to mess up my happiness because y'all know I always feel like somebody trying to play me or whatever. So, you know what? Whenever things are too good, I second guess everything because I'm just like, I'm not that good of a woman and I don't do everything right. So when I be around my friends, when I be around anyone, family, whatever, and then it's just like things are going too good. I'm just like, oh, okay, y'all out here trying to play me. So don't trip. I'm about to mess it up and y'all can't do nothing. Like, it's horrible. That's why I feel like a lot of us, we mess up in life or we don't sit here and feel like we deserve anything, because we could probably sit here and think about our past or whatever we've been through and the type of person that we were at that stage in our lives. And then we just sit here and feel like, I don't deserve this. Because at one point in my life, I was not a good person to someone out there, or I've hurt people and they did not deserve that. Why am I sitting here about to get my happiness when at one point in life I wasn't a good person? We really have to sit here and stop thinking about it like that, because if you were that bad of a person, do you really think happiness will come to you? It wouldn't. If you were that bad of a person, nothing will go right for you. Sometimes when we sit here and really change, really get back in tune with us, everything that we used to work so hard for, it's not going to be a work hard no more. Sometimes it can just come just because, you know? It took me a very long time to sit here and find myself again. That's why I said what I said. Sometimes you need to lose it all to really see how much you've grown. You have to. Or to sit here and look at, after all this hard work, because you feeling the way you do, you're really about to sit here and resort back to the person that you used to be. Ain't nothing gonna go good. It's not. But in the same sense, you gotta look at it like this. Are you doing this because this is what you want to do? I mean, I used to say it could be a habit. And I mean, technically speaking, yeah, it could be a habit. That's fine. But you, every time something happens, you can't sit here and blame it. Oh yeah, it's a habit. You gotta give me some time. No, 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 no. Because a habit is another word for an excuse. You're trying to give me an excuse why you're still the way you are, when you're sitting here and telling me that you're trying to change or you're trying to stop all these bad habits. Like, when is it supposed to happen? Because technically speaking, your group of people, your family, anyone, husband, boyfriend, whatever, no one has to literally sit here and wait for you to change. I mean, you can't even sit here and hit me with the whole, I mean, we're family though, or I'm your best friend, or we've been knowing each other forever. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're interrupting someone else's life. And I don't even think we think about it like that, because I am the way I am and you care for me. We have history or we're blood related. You have to be here, because why would you leave? That's not fair. That's selfish. If you don't even have the mindset to understand that we're interrupting someone else's life and their peace with our nonsense, you need to take a break. You need to sit in a corner and sit there and pray and cry and talk to God, because at some point we have to be accountable. A lot of us don't want to be accountable for nothing, and that's a problem. Because if you can't even see it within yourself, how do you expect other people to see it in you? That's why me personally, I feel like now is literally like the time to change. Oh yeah. I didn't even, sidebar. I didn't even tell y'all. So I started my lock journey. And when I say this journey, of course, y'all know I got the baby locks right now. I'm not fully locked in, but I don't know what it is about these locks. I do not know. But I just feel so free. Like, I just feel so free. I don't know. I'm not saying that nobody can't tell me nothing. I'm not saying that. But finally, I am at a place in my life where I do not care how people view me or what they think about me. I am no longer in that stage of, you know what, if this is who you are, I'm gonna try and be the same person so I can fit it. No, I mean, I'm extra. I am just super duper extra. I'm not gonna change, but in the same sense, I can't sit here and be like, "Wow, I'm excited. Why aren't you excited?" No. People are different. I'm just an extra person. Who knows? My best friend could just be sitting here chilling. I can't be mad at you for that. I'll bring the sunshine to you and we could work it out like that. Okay, sorry for the sidebar, but these locks are just, I don't know, I'm just chilling. Like I'm finding me again. And it's just like the best thing ever. The whole purpose of this episode is because I just really want to talk to those out there right now that you feel like you're alone or like things are just not going according to plan like you thought they would, or you sit here and you feel like you should have been further along in life and you're not there right now. It's okay. If God willingly, we have the ability to go to sleep at night and wake up the next morning, you have more time to sit here and do better and change, you know? It's the only time I would say enough is enough and you can't do anymore is when you are no longer here. But as long as we're able to get up and move, wake up and get things done, you can always change. You can always better yourself. I'm not saying like change you as a person, but I'm saying if you have certain traits or you do certain things and you're just sitting here trying to figure out like, why do I do that? Or why do I get down like that? It's okay. Sometimes it could take a therapist, or you can just sit here and isolate yourself and talk to you and sit here and pray about it. A lot of people don't want to sit here and relive certain things in their lives. I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes you have to, because if you're trying to figure out why you get down the way you get down, sometimes you got to go back to a traumatic experience and think about it like, okay, so this is what started it all. How do I not, well, unfortunately, like we can't remove memories, we can't erase them either. As bad as they could have been, we have to see a positive outcome in that negative trait. It's messed up. I get it. But we have to, because you got to sit here and think about it. Whatever y'all went through or whatever, no matter how bad it was, even though that was done, look at where you are now. You have to sit here and think about it like, I am strong because I've really been through some stuff in my life and I'm still here trying to do better, trying to be a better person. You just never stop. You just keep going. Once you go back to your past and realize that, of course, you're going to sit here and possibly be mad or sit here and cry about it. It's okay. Crying is fine. Crying is fine. Like I always say, I hate it when people be like, I'm not trying to be in tune with my feelings because I'm not trying to be out in these streets crying and I'm gonna be looked at as soft. Let me tell you something. My family makes me feel like that all the time, like all of the time. And they're just like, you always crying about something. Why? Well, clearly I'm a human being and crying is normal. Honestly, you got to watch out for those that they don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't cry, you're holding in all of that anger and all of that sadness. You're never letting it out. So you're just going to walk around for the rest of life being angry because you're not in tune with your emotions. That is like horrible. I don't understand why people think that that's okay. to sit here and feel some type of way. No. You're a black woman. You got to sit here and be strong. Don't be out in these streets. Shouldn't nobody see you cry or whenever you're sad? Don't nobody got to know that? No. I mean, let me kind of rephrase that a little bit. Not no one. I'm saying, like if you want to share it with someone, because we all got them type of friends. Like, no, I know something's wrong. What's wrong? I'm saying for those, if you come across someone that they don't deal with emotions well, or they don't even know how to deal with their own, you can't talk to people that they don't even deal with their own emotions, because when you sit here and open up and try to speak about yours and speak about the hurt, but you being emotional in the sense that they gonna hit you with the just keep it to yourself. No, don't keep it to yourself. Don't. Even if you gotta leave out the room or leave wherever you are, isolate yourself and just cry to yourself and pray about it. Do not keep that in. Don't keep it in at all, because that could really change the type of person that you are as well. By you not letting your emotions out, you're not sitting here crying, you're holding all that in, and then God forbid, say something happens or something light happens or anything, you're just gonna go off like this person coming at you. It wasn't nobody even coming at you. Don't be mad at the world because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. This whole world did not do anything to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like breaking down from time to time. Honestly, that's literally what's needed, because I get it. I be talking to myself, and I feel like it's normal, because it's like, who knows me more than me? Absolutely no one. That's why I be talking to myself. People be looking at me like, Gina, you talking to yourself again? Yes, I gotta talk to a real one, okay? But all jokes aside, it's like, you could have a moment where you sit here and you talking to yourself. You could possibly be talking to yourself. Remember in that prior episode I was talking about when my uncle did a sermon on me versus me? You could really be talking to the other side of you that needs to not come along for the ride with the new you that you're trying to be. You're trying to sit here and talk to your other self like, girl or man, you gotta go, because you were present during the most traumatic events in my life, and I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to be better. You're stop. It ends now. You can't come with me, because when I'm in a good place, you bring me back to who I used to be and make me feel undeserving of what I do deserve. That's why don't nobody understand. If y'all talk to yourself, keep talking, because you gotta talk to a real one. So yes, you guys, that's literally like the gist of it all. So emotions are normal. They are normal. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. At the end of the day, life is about nothing but growth, you know? Like, make sure you turn into the best version of yourself. And I'm not saying, you know what, give it next year, you gonna be you. No, you gotta put that work in. It's going to be times where you do have to isolate yourself from your group of friends, from your family, or whatever. When you're truly sitting here trying to focus on you and get you intact, that isolation is needed. You need the time and the space to get intact with you. It's okay if you're surrounded around people that be like, wow, you acting funny. You don't even call. You don't even come around. I don't know what to tell you. I am right now in a season of growth of me. If you can't even respect that I'm trying to sit here and focus on me and become a better version of me, maybe that's the sign right there. Maybe your season is up. Because who really wants to be surrounded around people that make it seem like when you're taking the time to focus on you, it's a problem? You don't need to be surrounded by that. Absolutely not. Because what if you sit here and you focus on yourself and you find you and you think you're back to normal, and then you go back around your group of friends or family or whatever, and then you just feel like something is off. You can't even pinpoint it. You're just thinking like, why every time I come over here or when I'm around y'all, it's like my spirit feels off or I just feel weird. And then you take that time off again, and then you got to hear all this. No, if you're not okay with me trying to be the best me, maybe it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And oh, yeah, before I let y'all go, another thing, when you go around people, when you go, you can even go to a place or whatever. When you feel some type of way, like when you feel like something's off, leave. Like, just leave. Because it's something in your surroundings that you're not supposed to be around. You don't know what that is. You just hit them with a hey, this was fun. But I'm gonna have to go. I'll call y'all later. And then when y'all leave, y'all take that time out and pray about that because I be feeling that at times. I'll just excuse myself and go pray real quick because something's fell off and I didn't even do anything wrong. So, yes, y'all, make sure y'all take the time out to find the best you, the best you. Only you can give it to you. Take the time out and find you. Take the time out to sit here and pray and make sure y'all get yourself together. Alrighty, you guys. I hope this helps someone out there, and I will speak to you guys later.